Thank you so much for coming in for a live auction tonight. I appreciate you being here. Hope everyone is doing well. Let me know in the comments how you are, where you're watching from, and what you like in jewelry. I hope you can hear nice and clear as well. So let me know that. We're going to go a couple hours, hopefully, at least 2. I'll try to have the stamina for that. By the way, if you watched my video earlier today on my other channel, this beautiful little tie clip that I found is actually sterling. I did find a hallmark on the back of it. So that was a pretty good jar. I hope you were able to catch that live. That was from an antiques mall store, stall, whatever. So it turned out to be pretty nice for $35. Anyway, today here on this channel is where we do the selling. So again, welcome in and thank you for being here. We are going to do some auctions and some buy it nows. We kind of mix it up. So let me kind of tell you what I'm doing as far as the way we run things here. I do a full countdown once I get a bid. I do $2 incremental bids until we get to 50. At 50, we will jump to $5 incremental bid. So that means if the item has reached 50, then you'll start bidding 55, etc. Till we get, of course, you can go higher if you like. There's no restriction on that. You know, I have been to some auctions where they don't let you do power bids. Very interesting. But when we call it a power bid by jumping not just by 5, but maybe even 10 or whatever. Then after that, when we get to 100, we will do $10 incremental bids. Okay, and the payment plan, let me grab my other device here so I can see the comments a little clearer, hopefully, my other device. I will invoice you through PayPal. I like PayPal because I feel we are all protected. I know people have their own ways of paying, and all auctions can be a little different, but I do PayPal. It offers buyer protection for you and for me, seller protection as well. So if the item, you know, it lets you know when it's delivered, when it's been generated, when a label has been generated, etc. And there's always, you know, that buyer protection. So if you get something you weren't expecting or whatnot, rest at ease that PayPal will refund you. But usually it doesn't even get to that. I do back my jewelry, so I don't put anything about all sales final or anything like that. If I describe an item incorrectly, of course I will give you your money back. Not a problem. Let me know if you can hear me okay in the chat. If you would. I don't see anybody saying hello yet. So I will send the invoice tomorrow when I get home from work, probably be in the evening. And then I would like for you to pay it within 48 hours. I think that's long enough for you to find it and pay it. Okay, good. Thank you for being here. Laura Robinson, and someone who told me I can hear you, which is all the cool names are taken. That's true. But that's a cool name. Thank you. Thank you so much. Is that Holly Gibbs? Thank you very much for letting me know you can hear and see okay. That's good to know. Okay, so I'll invoice you 48-hour payment, please. If you would, I think I forgot to post the form at the top. So if you haven't filled out a form, please do so. It's the Google form, and I'll try to get it on here. Okay, I'll try to get it on here as fast as I can for you. And basically, if I don't get your form, you can always email me at thelmahordes@gmail.com. I'll post that as well. That's always in my description boxes of my videos, so you shouldn't have too much of a problem finding it. Okay. Let me see anything else. Oh, there is, of course, a live stream. I don't know if you're familiar with live streaming. Many of you are not. But there's always a delay when there's a live stream. So I like to do a true countdown. If I'm taking a bid on something and I start saying, okay, we've got $20 on it. Does anybody else want to bid? We'll do a true countdown going once, going twice. I do like to wait a couple of seconds, maybe 3 or 4 seconds between that countdown, because that delay often cuts off a bid, and I don't want to miss your bid. Okay, so that's the way that happens with the delay. And sometimes I will have things that are almost the same price, so it's a good idea. Also, if you let me know in the chat with your bid, if it happens to be a bid, just put necklace $10 or whatever it may be. All right. All right, I still haven't been able to find my live. I don't know why. Let me see. I'm going to actually try to log on to this. Everybody is doing okay? You have any questions? Do you have anything in particular you're looking for tonight? I brought a variety of things. I have a lot of costume, but I did bring some this is crazy. No, this is old. Okay. I also have some sterling as well. Okay. Yeah, I can't seem to find my post link to form. I will. I'll post it right now. Let me go get my iPad. Let me let y'all look at the tray a little bit while I go get my iPad, my computer. I can't seem to get it on this other device. There's some of the things I'm bringing today. That's sterling, but I do have some costume as well. So let me get the link posted up. There has been some mistakes on the form. People often put their real address and everything, and that's fine. But what I really need on that form is your PayPal email address. And really any email, because even if you don't have a PayPal account, you can pay with a credit card. It's just going to be invoiced through PayPal. So you can always, it'll prompt you to pay at your discretion, whatever it is you prefer. Okay? So that's the most important information I'll need on that form. And let me get in here. Okay, let's see if I can get on this way. Any other questions? Okay, yeah, I'm on right here. Okay, I see myself now. Let me get that form to you right here. It's a Google form. It's a private form. No one sees it but you and I, so it really is important you don't put any personal information in the chat. This is just a form that you link, catch that link, fill it out, and then send it to me. Okay. Let me see here. Google Forms. Okay. Thank you for subscribing. Those of you who are new here, I appreciate you finding the channel and subscribing. I'll try to be here every Sunday. Usually it's at this hour, but sometimes it's later. I would try to do an 11 a.m. one too once in a while when I can get it together by then. All right, here's the form. Let me know if you got it, and then I'll start showing you some jewelry, okay? All right, I think I got all the information about the lag, the incremental bids, the PayPal only, 48 hours to pay. I will not chase you if you buy something today. I feel if you bid, that is definitely a commitment, and it's not appreciated if you don't fill out the form and then kind of just never come by again, because you'll find yourself blocked when you do come back, because I don't really like to play that hide and seek game. You know, that's really only the rule I just have to really be strict about, is I don't tolerate what I call and what we all know as deadbeat bidders. Okay, all right, let's start with some wonderful earrings. These are sterling silver. I think they're amazing. They have a wonderful sort of an antiqued finish. I just retested them again. They are definitely sterling. They're very lightweight. They have a wonderful design, though. I think they're really pretty. And they do hook, so they're really nice and excuse me, secure. See how they articulate, and they are also kind of concave there. These are beautiful. Look at all that beautiful work. They have sort of I know, honestly, I can't place them. I want to say Moroccan, folkloric. They're just amazing. Lots of intricate design on these. And again, those do latch, so they will not be in danger of getting lost. Let me give you a measurement on these. And thank you again, everyone who's here. I do appreciate it very much. Hey, Jewelry Genie, how are you? Thanks for being here. Thanks for popping in. All right, what did I do with my ruler? Darn it. I have like about 1,000 rulers, and I must have taken it somewhere. What was I measuring? I think I was listing things on eBay or something. Here's a little one. Yeah, I've been trying to list things on eBay too. I got a story for you guys about eBay. Oh my goodness. Just when you think you've heard it all. But I'll tell you about it later. Maybe it'll be a trivia question. That's usually the way I do giveaways. It's not a big thing here, but occasionally I'll do a jewelry jar giveaway, that kind of thing. All right, yeah, this drops to, is it almost 2 inches there? Happy New Year to you as well. No, it's 1.5 inches on that drop. So they're not overly long or big. They're beautiful. I'm going to start them at $40. $40 is the start. And I don't know if this is a brass colored accent or it's just the way they did the finish on the sterling, but I did test every part of this earring. And it is sterling. And I'll do a $40 start bid on these if we have any interest on them. I think they're really pretty. Laura, I think I said hello to Miss Laura Robinson. If not, welcome in. Thank you. Okay. We're going to pass on these. I go pretty quickly when I show them, but I don't mind bringing them back. And I know I've been watching some videos with the live auctions where people will come in and say, can you show these again? Sometimes it's hard for me to find them again, but I will tell you that if you scroll here at the bottom of the screen, if you highlight it, you'll see a red line. You can take that little red dot and you can do it real slow, and it will actually show you every single piece I have shown. Or you can start it from the beginning and start watching it like that. But what I do when I hop into an auction I might be interested in, I'll take that little red dot and just scroll it, and it'll just flash real quick every little item. So be sure and do that if you pop in a little bit later as well, or you're going back and forth to other auctions. That's a good way to catch up, okay? All right, let's do these Robert Lee Morris sterling earrings. These are amazing. They look like little river rocks, and they are sterling as well. These are marked. These are all sterling, so these are marked on the clip in the full name, Robert Lee Morris. And this one also has the full name. So this is not his lower valley line or his more mass-produced line. These are really fabulous. Hi, Patricia. How are you? Thanks for joining me today. Aren't these beautiful? I think, wouldn't that make a nice ring, too? When I see something like this, oh, I'll bet they did have a matching necklace or a ring or something. I'll start these at $55. Again, signature Robert Lee Morris. I have worn these. They are not uncomfortable. Now, I'm not going to say they're not going to hurt you after 5 hours. They might. And usually they don't hurt until you take them off. And then it's kind of like when you wear your hair up in a ponytail. Those of you who might remember ponytails. And then you take it down and your head's a little sore. Kind of like that. But honestly, some of the prettiest earrings are clip-on. So please don't dismiss clip-ons. Not to mention the fact that you can always take them to a jeweler to get them redone. And Amazon also sells, and these actually orient this way. This holder is a little tough to show, but this is the way they orient. A jeweler can always make them into pierced for you as well. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Hey, Vanessa Beach Dreamer. Thanks for being here. Oh, thank you, thank you. That's called, I usually put it on YouTube and ask for whiskey jazz. And that comes up. Because I've noticed that when I ask for jazz, some of them call themselves whiskey jazz. And that's what that genre is called on YouTube. All right, so those Robert Lee Morris were $55 to start. They are absolutely gorgeous. They're nice and hefty too. And that's what's good too about clips is that you can go for a heavier earring and it won't tug on that hole and that piercing and expand it. You don't want to be wearing gauges. Unless you want to be wearing gauges, you don't want that to happen. Here's a fabulous Native American scene here. It's a family. It's a mother, beautiful, with a little toddler, a little baby. She's got a braided, lots of wonderful detail on this one. She's got a little braided hair there and just beautiful. Sterling silver as well. Very hefty, very nicely done. Now there is a signature on here, but it's not visible very clearly. I also like the fact that it's got that double ring, which makes it quite secure. And let me see what this measures. All right, this is 3 1/4. Miss Becky, how are you? Isn't that amazing detail? This would look fabulous on a chain too. Oh, it's actually a pendant. It's a pendant as well. Wow, I didn't realize that. I forgot. But I was going to say sometimes you can just put your little torques through there too. But this one is actually pendant possible. So let's look and see how pretty that is. It's a nice hefty piece too. Thank you, Miss Becky. Thanks for being here. Okay, here we go. As soon as I get this. I'm sorry I've been kind of AWOL lately. I had a bout of everything after the holidays, so I kind of took a little much needed respite from the internet. Isn't that beautiful? I'll do her for a start bid of $55. It's amazing detail on those children too. You can see the fringe, the bangs on this baby, the girl as well. Just really beautiful. And she is a brooch. So brooch or pendant. $55 start, sterling silver, native. Cancel. Hold on. You're waiting.
Pause for technical difficulties.
Huh?
Pause for technical difficulties.
I got more lights. It's back. Yay. Thank goodness. That's so weird. Okay, wonderful. Thank goodness we got sound again. Who knows what it was? I just, I pretended I was going to cancel it, and then I said, no, not okay, not canceling, and then it came back, I suppose. All right. Thank you so much, Miss Holly and Becky and everyone, for letting me know and for sticking it out with me. All right, I have a fabulous, very beautiful, interesting amber neck bracelet, with little cabochons throughout. It has a hidden clasp, and I say that because look at that clasp. It slides in and out of there. Very secure and very easy to put on by yourself. You don't need help to put on a bracelet when you have something this easy. So let me give you the measurement of it before I fold it up again. Yeah, I mean, who knows what it was? You just never know with this stuff here. It could be a cord that got loose or something. This is sterling silver. It's a modernist design. And it goes to 7 7/8. So when it's closed, it's going to be about a 7.5. So those of us who like a nice comfy bracelet and wear 7 1/4 can wear this one quite nicely. I can actually slip this one on without even unbuckling it. But when they're big, like this one it's not going to fall off, but it comes down a little low, as does this gold one. I will sometimes put it behind a stack of smaller ones. And I think you could even probably hook it on the next one. Anyway, I'm going to start it at $70. I'll do this one for $70. Beautifully made. Great color on the amber. We can do a start bid of $70 on this one. Yeah, you could easily hook it on the second link. I don't see why not. Yeah, and then that would have a nice little dangle. Hey, I'll have to do that. Because look, the dangle has nothing to compromise the integrity of the beauty here at all. You know how sometimes you might have a little extra something hanging there? But that would work. So if you wear a 7, 7.5, 7 1/4, and even 8, this should fit. That's a $70 start on that. If we have any interest on the bracelet, absolutely authentic amber here. Really pretty. Yeah. That too, you could even make the pendant to match. Just pull it off of there. But I like the way that really is adjustable to a smaller size. That makes a nice accent to the design, I think. $70 start. Any interest at $70. Thanks for hitting that thumbs up. It looks like we got some thumbs up going. I appreciate it. Be sure and subscribe if you just found me and have not done so. All right, we're going to pass on that bracelet. Let's do this crystal one. This one's beautiful. Nice and hefty. These are round. They are not bicone. And they do not look like AB. They look like just pure, beautiful crystal. I believe this is a sterling finding. Let me double check that. It is a vintage finding, that's for sure. Nice oversize. No, I don't see a mark on it, so we're going to say it's a base metal. And I'm going to do this for a start of $30. I like the way this one is actually shorter than this one. So they vary in size there. Isn't that pretty? $30 start on the crystal. And let me get that measurement. It's got a nice big, which again, ease of application here. to put that on when they have big rings and jump rings and all. Yeah, this one goes to 7.5. So it will be a standard size when you put it on. 7.25, I'm sure, is what that will go to. Any interest on the crystal? Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love that. I think I'm too close. There we go. That's a pretty one. Let me see who chimed into the chat. Hamd, I can't read it. I'm sorry. Is it Hamad? Ahmad? You could make it a pendant, absolutely. All right. Let's do a torque. This is a sterling torque. This is a nice hefty torque. Let me get you a weight on it so you can see what I'm talking about. It's really pretty. And you can hang a pendant on this little loop too. You really can. Sorry about all that. That is the scale. So many modes to get to grams. All right, this is 25 grams, so that's a nice hefty torque. And what I love about it, this literally goes on like a stethoscope. You don't have to twist it. It's very solid. You don't have to go in here or there. You know, sometimes you usually have to bring it in through the side and then turn it on some torques. Not on this one. It's really a beautiful, beautiful fitting torque, and I think a pretty universal size. I think it really will fit most people because of the way it just literally slips on like if you were wearing a stethoscope. I don't know if you've ever tried on a stethoscope, but you know what I mean? And it's very solid and beautifully done. Great design. Absolutely wonderful. 925, the corners are rounded. No pain in this one. No pain with this beauty. And I will do that one for a buy now. Let's do some buy it nows if we can. And I will do it for a buy now of $80. Okay, any interest at $80? This fits very nicely too. It's not going to be a very short. It's really going to fit at a nice necklace, kind of like at the clavicle there. Nice length for a necklace. Choker. Okay, we're going to pass on this one. That was an $80 buy now. If you're seeing this later, please feel free to email me when I do buy it now. I definitely honor that price. When I do starting bids, I kind of sometimes mull that over because sometimes I start things pretty low so we can generate some interest. This is a fantastic silver-plated mesh bracelet. I believe it's a 1/2 inch wide there. It is indeed 1/2 inch. And it's just a great, beautiful stacker. Looks great with all your other pieces. I'll do this one for $18. Silver plate, beautiful mesh on this one. $18. Buy now. Isn't that pretty? This is like a disco ball. That mesh really picks up the light. Any interest at $18? Thank you again for hitting that thumbs up. Standard size again, very flexible, so this will go on pretty easily on any size. Plenty of room here. Really pretty. All right, if we have any copper fans, I have this beautiful No, you're fine, Miss Becky. Thanks for coming back. This is our tragedy comedy masks, and this is a Renoir signed here, just beautiful. Again, standard size, 7 1/4. And this is a fold over clasp. Very easy to slip on as well. Hello, Sir Alfred. How are you? Thanks for being here. Isn't that beautiful? This is such a well done bracelet. Really beautiful design. Panel, roping here, kind of overlay design there. Just beautiful. And this one I'll do for a buy now of $55. $55. My prices will vary and they will change. So whatever I priced it today, if you see it next week, it might be more, it might be less. Or if you saw it a year ago, it might have been less, it might have been more. I just never really have a set price. It depends on how I'm feeling about it that day, you know, the price of whatever, the trends, whatever. So just know that that's how it works here. So if you want it at that price, that's the price today. Okay? All right, so I think we're passing on that as well. Let me see here. Oh, I have some amazing earrings here. These are John Hardy. They are 18 karat gold, sterling, citrine. So you have 18 karat gold on the accents and the bezel. This is a designer piece. Amazing earrings. They have the extra ear bra there. That keeps it from kind of losing its orient, as well as security, of course. And these are signed in the back, 18 karat John Hardy, as well as sterling. So every accent here, these are little, they look like little, excuse me, little drops design, and then a dot. Let me bring that up closer. And then the halo around, the bezel halo here is also 18 karat around the citrine, which really brings out the wonderful golden color of that citrine. So they really are amazing. Here are the hallmarks in the back. John Hardy, I don't know if it's marked 18K or 750 there, but there it is there, and there's his mark, JH. So these are quite beautiful. I don't have to tell you what they run. You have a Google, you can look it up. Don't ever share comps in my auction. I don't even share comps. I think they're kind of ridiculous. We all know how to Google things. We all know the price of designer jewelry. So I definitely like to start them low, as this is an auction, and I will start them at $400. $400 is their price. If anyone is interested in John Hardy, 18 karat gold, sterling silver, citrine, designer earrings, and I'll get that measurement for you. 1 1/4 is their approximate drop there. Yep. Those gorgeous. John Hardy. Precious metals. Gemstone. $400 was the start on these. Feel free to take your screenshot if you'd like. Beautiful. All right, let me know on those. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay. I have another fabulous amber here, and this one's adjustable. I love when they're adjustable at the top because they don't catch your hair and they're not cumbersome or irritating in any way. And look at the way they utilized 3 types of amber here. Just beautiful. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for being here. Oh, I appreciate it. How's the weather in Pennsylvania? You getting some snow? Here is my sizer. Where I have it, you can still adjust it. I would say even another size and a half, do you think? See, it's quite a bit of room there before it would gap at all. But it is a nice big size right now. I wore it on my middle finger. It's at almost an 8 there. It is a wide band, so I would say 7 3/4 there. Beautiful sterling silver. Beautiful amber. I love the band design. Very rare, I think. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I like that. I just think it makes a nice stacker. You can put it with your other bands like that. You can wear it as a little, like a wedding band of sorts. Beautiful. And it's a nice hefty sterling. So it's not a flimsy ring at all. I also love the cobblestone. The cobblestone setting there, inlay. Beautiful. I'll do a buy it now of $60 on this one. $60 on the amber adjustable band, sitting at like basically 7.5. But it could go up, I would think, even up to 8.5. It's a lot to adjust there. $60 was the amber. Any interest on the amber? Really pretty. This is a very, very saturated color. Truly almost a carnelian color. 23 people here. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you being here. Thanks so much. All right, we're going to move on from the amber. Let's do a Kendra Scott. This is a man-made opal on Kendra. Beautiful. Great condition. You all know her classic design. It's got her logo and her bar, name bar there. And this is adjustable, I believe, to 20 or 18. Let me double check that. Most people wear them at like 16 to 18 inches, but and a lot of people stack them. They look so pretty stacked. So that's a good thing that they are adjustable. All right, so indeed it goes all the way to 17. 17. And again, she does gemstones, but I do believe this is a man-made opal. Lab created opal there. Beautiful though. Look at that beautiful sparkle. And this is a very pale, I believe it's a gold tone. Yeah. Kind of a blonde gold. It's not a stark yellow gold. So I think it blends really well with your silver tone as well. And I'll do this one for $32. We can get her started at $32. And opals are just so shy with the lights. There we go. I have to cut out some lights here so you can see that pretty sparkle. $28. It's just an amazing array of color coming through that, but it is just not going to show with my bright lights. Hey, Lynn, how are you? Thanks for being here. So that was $28 if anyone's interested in that one. That is Kendra Scott. Beautiful classic design. How are you, Lynn? How's Lois? I hope all y'all are doing good. We're going to pass on the beautiful Kendra, but that is a pretty one. Okay. Then, let's see. I have this beautiful herringbone triple braid here. No, it's a double. Double braided, just beautiful bracelet. Again, another really good stacker. It's Italian. See, I like these with other chains. I always feel like I should be wearing 3. Odd numbers are favorable for design. Isn't that pretty? I can start her at $40. And she is just really pretty. I had her polished already, ready to go. She's so smooth, no kinks or anything on this braided hair. And a nice big lobster claw. Again, easy to put these on. Let me get that measurement for you. But that was a $40 start. Sterling silver, Italian. Okay, let's see what it measures. An 8. An 8. All the way to an 8. But if you wear it, you could wear it if you're a 7 1/4. I wouldn't wear it at a, if I was a 7 or a 6 1/2, because it might be cumbersome when it falls down too far on your wrist. But 7 1/4, comfortable for sure. An 8, well, here's your bracelet. See, I can slip this one on since I wear 7 1/4, and it falls right there. But again, if I'm wearing this whole stack, look how good that looks. And they're just all going to be fine together. They're going to play well together. That was $40 to get started on this Italian double herringbone sterling silver. We're going to do now a Carolyn Pollock. This is a beautiful, this is a gorgeous color of amber. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that, Miss Lan. This is just beautiful. And I believe it's a 6. Let me double check this. Very hefty too. This ring is weighty. Really weighty. Let me see what it weighs. If I can get this on. And look at that. Very big as well. Yeah. She weighs 12 grams. That is hefty for a ring. So she does not go flimsy on you. Not at all. Not chintzy, rather. Just very, very well constructed. Solidly placed there. That is Carolyn Pollock. Beautiful amber. Hey, Miss Robin, how are you? And I'll do this one for $78. We can do a buy it now of $78. You don't see an amber like this. You're not likely to see another very soon in this wonderful saturation of color. I mean, it is just gorgeous. Again, sometimes these bright lights actually drown the jewelry out. Look at that. Look at that fire. $78. Let me see the size again. A 6. A 6 on the nose. That's why it's a little big on me on the ring finger. And then it won't fit other fingers. All right, so keep that in mind. Today's price, $78. Then I have this wonderful piece. This is a vintage Thosco piece. And this is carnelian. Very close to the color of this amber, but it's actually carnelian. And there is the eagle mark there. Hey, Jenny, thanks for being here. And this one, I thought it was adjustable. No, it's not adjustable. It's a little bigger. It's a 6 as well. Now the thin band makes it even bigger on me, on the ring finger, and so it might fit the middle finger. Sometimes the fingers swell up too, but whatever. It's a 6 on the nose. It's gorgeous, carnelian. Looks really very good with coral. And then here's amber. So all of that, they just play really well together. I just offered this one earlier. I'm going to do this one for a buy now of $75. This is marked sterling with the word sterling at the top. The eagle mark here. So this is a very early piece. I also love the square design and that angled cabochon. Let me see what we have here. I can't quite make out the number on the eagle mark. Almost looks like a 2. Okay. So we're going to pass on this one too. We have another wonderful piece of amber, this pendant. This is huge. Beautifully intricate design. Look at that triple roping here. This is really amazing. Let me give you a measurement on that. This drops to 2.5. The widest point is 1 5/8. And again, it drops with the bail to 2.5. So it is beautiful. It's got all those, what do they call these? Spangles, I think they call them. All genuine amber. And it does light up under the black light if you're interested in that information. And I will do this one for a buy now of $80. $80 buy now on the pendant alone. Just using it on a torque right now for display. Huge, absolutely huge. It looks great on a torque. It looks great on a longer necklace. It looks really nice on a cord, a satin cord, a black cord, a leather cord as well. $80 was the start on that one. Okay. And let's see what else we have here. I'm going to show this chain. I had a customer ask me for a flat chain, so I'm going to show it today. Maybe she'll watch this later. This is, but anyone can bid on it actually. But this is a Mariner's sterling. And I think this one, it might be too substantial for what she was looking for, but we'll see. I wanted to show it and offer it today. And it is 22 inches. Beautiful Mariner in sterling. Looks great by itself. Looks great with a pendant. 22 inches long. Sterling silver. You see that Mariner. Some people call this the Gucci link as well. Really pretty and very, very smooth. Butter smooth here. Butter soft. And I will do this one for a buy now of $60. Buy now $60 on that one. That's a steal. That's a hefty weight. Okay. So that one is $60. Then I have this wonderful sterling. These are sterling findings and pearl necklace. Thank you, Miss Patricia. Miss Patricia's in on the chain. That was a buy now. That's a pretty one. Really nice. I like wearing it alone and just, you know, having it as a starter to layer others. You're going to like that, Miss Patricia. Thank you. $60. And, oh, I was showing the pearls. These are the sort of black. They're not quite like the dark Tahitian. They have a varied hue here. Some of them are more gray. Some of them are on the taupe side. And the findings and the little charm that says faith on both sides is sterling. Really a nice little toggle. Very delicate little toggle here. Bracelet. I love that. And let's see what it measures. This one measures to 8. When you toggle it up, it'll definitely be a 7.5. And I can do a buy it now of $50 on this one. Whoa, cat's chasing something. Buy now $50 on the pearls. These are freshwater pearls. Again, variants of hue here from taupe to the peacock color, but they're not that really stark peacock color. Then they go into more of a silvery, really pretty. And it does say faith on both sides. The little toggle as well. Hey Jason, how are you? Hope you're doing well. How's the new year treating you? Is it off with a bang? I hope so. I know you've been putting out lots of videos. You guys be sure and subscribe to Jason there in the chat. He's got great videos. He's got 2 channels. Lots of educational, informational videos. And then sales. I don't know if you're doing them still only on Tuesday, but save the date, guys, on Tuesdays for him. Okay, let me know if you've ever heard of Jeep Collins. If you haven't, get familiar with Jeep Collins. Now, I'll tell you a little story. He is famed for his jewelry. They are out of Texas. But he does do jewelry in sterling as well as brass. And his wife is the Collins of the famed box purses. Remember the box purses? That's his wife, so they're quite a design team. And these fabulous little earrings, I wish I could wear them. They're a little heavier than I can do, but I can only do 4 grams, so don't trust me. Some people can do, and sometimes I can do a 5 or a 6, but something about these, I think they're a little over my tolerance. Let me see what they are. They're only 4.1. I'm getting more and more sensitive, I guess. They're only 4.1. That's usually my max. But anyway, Jeep Collins, look him up. JP is usually the hallmark here. I had a wonderful choker by him in brass as well. So he's quite collectible. Jeep. Oh, that's his hallmark. Jeep. Yeah, but it's Jeep Collins. And I'm going to do these wonderful Jeep Collins earrings at a start bid of $42. And again, designer, quite famed, lauded for his wonderful designs in jewelry. And then his wife was she would jewel up the bags. Remember the box purses? The Collins purses? I always wanted one, but I haven't found one in good condition yet. Yeah. We need to go antiquing, Becky, see if we find... What in the world? Why am I getting a battery problem here? Let me plug in, y'all. I'll let you look at Jeep Collins. I don't know what's going on. Now I'm getting a low battery signal. I am plugged in, aren't I? That's crazy. If it cuts me off, I'll try to come back. All right, so those were the Jeep Collins. Aren't those cool? They're nice. They're nice and big, but not overly big. They're more like wide. They're 1.5 inches on their widest point, and they drop They drop to 1 3/8. Jeep Collins brass. Gorgeous. Okay. Thanks for popping in, Jason. Jeremy's coffee, yes, with that machine now. I gotta get me some coffee. I gotta get me some of that artisanal coffee. All right, I've got another pair of fabulous hoop earrings. These are really, really different. They are not heavy because they're hollow, but they're a nice, I think they're like a 1.5 inch diameter, so they're not overly huge, but they're wide, so they have a great presence. And they go to 2 inches, yeah, a little bit less than 2 inches. 1 7/8 in the diameter. They drop to 2 inches. They are fantastic. Let me get them on a holder here. And I will do these for a buy now of $60. Buy now, $60 on the earrings. Sterling silver. They don't weigh anything. They're hollow. Very lightweight. And really pretty. Sterling silver. Nice secure latch on these two. They're pretty. Really nice. All right, I've got those as well. What else is here? Oh, I've got a cool bracelet. This has some little gems on the inside, twirling around. This does not open, so it has a pearl. It looks like it has some other kind of crystals twirling around in there. And this is a sterling bracelet. It's very nice. Got a Rolo chain. And let's see what it says on it. Still 17 people here. Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I hope you hit the thumbs up on your way in to the video. And if you had to leave, don't forget to hit it on the way out if you forgot before. Okay, I thought it said something on the toggle, but it doesn't. It just has little designs. I'll do this one for a buy now of $24. $24 buy now. Oh, here's the mark in the back. Here's the mark for purity, etc. And this one says B, copyright B, Shukarama Sterling. Shukermer. Yeah, I think it's, I could be pronouncing it wrong, but it's the initial B as in boy, Sucherma. And there could have been an N because it almost looks like there's another letter that faded away. There's the mark there. Okay. And that's what's inside of it. Just twirling around. Pearl. A little freshwater pearl and some crystals. This does not open. It is sealed solid. Okay, so we have that there. I have another wonderful this is actually a jasper, not carnelian. This is a red jasper. You can see the little black matrix around. It's a nice hefty ring as well. Not adjustable. This one is Mexican. It says 925 Mexico. Beautiful ring. And this one is sitting at, let's see here. It's at 7.5. Yeah, I would say 7.5. Now it is a wider band, so that might be a little snug if you're used to wearing a 7.5. But it's a really nice ring, and I'll do a buy now on it for $60. Buy now, $60. That is red. If you need some red, just need some red energy, this is the ring. I love this ring. $60 buy now. Sterling silver, Mexico. $60 buy now. Beautiful. Can you see that beautiful matrix? The little veining there of black. That is really pretty. Okay, what else do we have? I have some gemstones here. This is sort of a peridot and this is amethyst. This is a fabulous ring. Sterling silver. This would make a really nice pinky ring as well. It's a small size. I believe it's a 5. Yep, 5 on the nose. Gorgeous. And I will do a buy now of $62 on this one. $62, size 5. Beautiful. We're going quick, but please be sure, as I said, you can go down to the bottom here on the line that's red, and you can scroll back and you can watch everything quickly. If you don't have time to watch the whole video, you can just go zzz, and it'll show you all of the pictures quickly, and you can see what I showed tonight. And you can always write to me at thelmahordes@gmail.com. Again, fill out the form that I post. I don't think I pinned it, but let me see if it'll go back on if I paste. I don't think I pinned it. There it is. All right, here's my form. Fill it out for me. If I don't have your information, it's important that I do. Why can't I pin this? That's crazy. It won't allow me to pin it. Very strange. Oh, I know why. Because I'm not in my channel as the channel owner. Let me see if I can do it the other way. So that way I'll have your information if you haven't filled it out. And if not, the email is, as I said, thelmahordes@gmail.com. So you can always email me if you missed the form. But the most important thing I'm going to need from you is your email address so that I can send you a PayPal invoice. And again, just going over what the way things run here, that's how I charge through PayPal. But you can always pay any way you like. You can pay with a credit card. You'll just get the email generated through PayPal. All right, let me paste it now. Thank you, Becky. Did you pin it? Yeah, see, now it'll probably allow me to pin it. I was coming in as the other channel. There we go. All right, it's pinned now. So it wouldn't let me pin it. All right, here's a wonderful lapis. I love this little ring. Sterling silver, beautiful, kind of already patinaed, deliberately patinaed here. Sterling. It is marked with the initials JLS and the word sterling. Is it JLS? I think I was looking at it upside down. Let me see. Hey, Madonna and Child Jewelry. Thanks for being here randomly. I'm here randomly too. STC. I'm here randomly too. You never know when I'll be here, so that's why I say that. because my hours are kind of random. Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful lapis lazuli stone? It's that deep blue, barely has any of the, what is it, pyrite that people like, that spackles of that, the little sparkles. Some people like it, but jewelers actually prefer the one that's more blue, and that's what it is here. And I'll do this one once I give you the size. I think it's a 5 or a 6. Oh, it's a 6. 6. I can do a buy it now of $58 on this one. $58. That's a big blue cabochon of lapis lazuli here. Any interest on this one? So funny how some of these 6s will fit me at the end of the day, but in the morning they fall out. All right. Are you in on the... Thank you, Jewelry Genie. Isn't it beautiful? I really like that little squash blossom design at the bottom. Sort of a squash design. That one, did I say buy it now? We'll do buy it now, $58. Thank you so much. We'll just move it on since it's kind of a slow night tonight. I know, the color is amazing. And I'm telling you, that's what I saw in a show that they were talking about, a little lecture series they did. And the jewelers do prefer the matrix-free lapis lazuli. I guess because it really lends itself to 14 karat gold as well. You know how some things don't look good in gold? Just like the Persian style turquoise looks much better with yellow gold. These are just some fun earrings here. Now, take another look at the John Hardy before I put them away. I always have to... We offered those at $400, I believe. But look at these fun poppies. Are they not sweet? I just think these are so pretty. And they're so lightweight because they are lucite. They're just very lightweight. It could be an early plastic or a lucite. But I think they're fantastic. And I'll do these for a buy now of $12. $12 buy now on the wonderful little poppies. And their little stems look like stems. Aren't they precious? I think they're so cute. Too small, Patricia. Yeah. Oh, I need to start hunting more lapis. I just love that stone so much. All right, here's a wonderful, beautiful ring. This is the old style nugget turquoise. Isn't it fabulous? Again, this is a small size, but boy, I do love wearing the whoppers on a ring finger. That's why I had been on a hunt for a lot of this style. I almost bought one at the antique store today. I had to stop myself because it was marked as 6, and I tried it on, and it fit my 5. But this one is a 5. I'll do this one for $110. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that, beautiful. And see, on turquoise, I do like matrix. I like the Persian too, but there's just something about that deep pyrite color, the copper colors that come out on some of that matrix. This is just an abstract design. It's absolutely huge. The face on this is over an inch, I believe. Yeah, it is almost 2 3/4 on the face. Just amazing. And look at that construction. That is a really well-designed piece. You could probably get that pretty easily sized. This, I mean, it would take work, of course, but an experienced jeweler can do it. And again, $110 on that. Beautiful piece. Here is a really nice, these are grape garnets. Aren't those pretty? They really are on the purple side. Sterling silver. This one is just marked 925, no other mark on it. Really pretty. It would look great on a rope, on an Omega. I do have an Omega if anybody needs one. Really nice Omega here. I like the Omega as an alternative to the Torque when you don't feel like wearing the Torque. The Omega is a nice alternative, and it still has a really nice presence to it. I'll do these grape garnet sterling silver cross. I'll do it for a buy now of $48. $48 on that beautiful cross, grape garnets. Let's see what it measures. It's pretty substantial, but not overly huge. It drops to 1 3/4. The widest point is 1 inch, a little over an inch. Okay. It looks much more red. I'm looking at it in the camera on my device here, and it looks redder than it does in person. In person, it really is sort of a grapey plum, like a plumish color. Definitely grape garnet color. Let me just show you the Omega in case you're interested. Let me measure it. Oops. Now these are curvy, so they really do fit nicely. And it's nice and polished right now. It goes to 16. Good size for that. $16. I'll do it for a buy now of $58. $58 on the sterling silver Omega Italian. Okay. Now I have this fabulous piece. This is really nice. This is a double leather toggle sterling findings here. Necklace as well. So these look really good with your pendants, your brooches that you want to wear as a pendant. Let me put it on here so you can see. This is a great little piece. I love a leather cord. How do you guys feel about leather cords? Do y'all wear them? I think they give the piece just a whole different mood. I even have a black mesh that I actually got from Miss Makeup Zombie that I absolutely adore. It gives it sort of a Victorian vibe. Really nice. Depending on what I'm wearing, but, you know, in general, what pendant you put on there. But see, these are perfect for those brooches that you want to wear. Like this is a sterling brooch that you want to wear as a pendant. I will not accommodate every single necklace, every single pendant. You have to have a pretty big bail. So if you have one with a big bail, because you got to pass through here, okay? So that's why I think it's ideal for a big, heavy brooch. Because look how wonderful. It's not going to be moving as much as a chain would do, but these are all sterling. And really nice high-grade leather here. I have a James Avery that with a single leather cord that I wear a lot. I really love it. And they used to make it in brown and red as well. The red one was amazing. All right, so this leather necklace I will do for a buy now of $62. $62. And I'll do this wonderful sterling brooch that I put on here. I'm not sure if this is Danecraft. I think it's a Danecraft. It's really pretty. It's sterling Denmark. Is that what it says? Let me see. I do too, Miss Lynn. I really do. Okay, it's not. Is it? It's Denmark. I believe it says Denmark. Boy, I'm going blind here. The lights are blinding me. Everything's blinding me here. I'll let you read the mark on the brooch. Does that say Denmark or Danecraft? It says Denmark, right? Anyway, those are the prices. This is sold separately, but isn't that perfect for your brooches? They really sit nicely on that double cord. They really do. Sometimes, the brooch as a pendant can be troublesome. All right. That's okay, Miss Lynn. It's that what is it called? Not spell check, but the autocorrect that sends the craziest things. Here's another wonderful little bracelet. This one is all sterling and crystal, and this one actually goes to 7 1/4. I'm sure it's not your spell. Maybe it is. I don't know. Look how cute this one is. It's a heart. And it's very secure because it's this little heart. You have to work it in here. You really do. But once it's in there, it's not going to be falling off. And this is sterling and crystals. And all the beads were tested as well. And they're sterling. Very pretty bracelet. We've got some smoky crystals. And these are kind of cubed. Interesting design on these. The smoky ones. Well, the other ones are as well. Yeah, they're an interesting cut. They're sort of a cube. And then look how they put all the sterling beads here together. And then that wonderful toggle. And I'm going to do this one for a buy now, $42. $42. It's nice and hefty, too. Sterling silver, hefty little toggle, too. $42. These are sterling. They're kind of Bali looking to me. Really, really nice. A little of both, right? All right, another fabulous turquoise ring. Look at the color on this one. This one truly looks like a drone footage shot of the earth, doesn't it? Just gorgeous. Very early piece. You can tell by that simplistic design there. No feathers or bells and whistles on this one. Just showing off that wonderful stone. And this one is 7/8, almost an inch on the face. Really pretty. Another perfect pinky ring. Just gorgeous. And I will do this one for $55. Buy now, $55. Believe it's a 5 1/2. I'll double check. 5 1/2. Really pretty. And that is $55. Sterling silver, early Navajo. Oh, it's a size 6. Isn't that beautiful? That blue is amazing, and that matrix is beautiful. You can almost see some copper in there and pyrite. Beautiful. $55 on that turquoise. All right, here is a wonderful bell trade. Very collectible bell trade. It's got the mark there with the little flag post, and it is sterling. It is a beautiful hematite, what some people call black gold. Isn't that pretty? No, it always reminds me of a black pearl. I like hematite. And again, this is collectible bell trade. I'm going to put it on this chain to display it. And I will do this one for a buy now of $40. $40 buy now. It's got a really nice atomic looking starburst there on the design. Bell trade. Sterling and hematite. Isn't that nice? I love the patina it has. It's very rich. Okay. Let me see what else we have on the tray. I have another really nice sterling piece. These are little mesh style beads that are kind of braided through here. But they're really woven through here like a little braid here. It's Italian sterling. And let's see what this measures. Little bracelet. Seven and a half. And this one has sort of a vermeil on some of the little beads. So you have sort of a tricolor going on. Or a duo. On the metals. All right. And that bracelet I'll do for a buy now $44. Nice size on this one as well. All right, let's see what else we have. Oh, here's a really pretty bracelet. This is Summer Fun. We have sand dollars, a flip-flop. I love the little flip-flop. And a starfish, sea star, whatever. A little pail. These are diamond cut, really pretty. This is a nice hefty bracelet too. This is a larger bracelet. I think it's a 7.5. It's hefty. Little flip-flops are hefty. Got a lot of weight to them, you can tell. And sterling silver, of course. This is so pretty. I really like this. And let's see what it measures. I think it's close to an 8. So pretty with the sand dollars. Lots of diamond cutting on this one. And this one is, yep, it is 8.5. Almost an 8.5. So, hi, Miss Deborah. How are you? Thanks for being here. So if you were an 8, here's your bracelet. If you have trouble finding 8s, here's your bracelet. Really, really pretty. I'll do it for a buy now of $55. Very, very well made. Very, very hefty. Isn't that pretty? I want to weigh it because it is a hefty piece. Let me turn this on and see what it weighs. It's not a flimsy piece, yeah. 12.5 grams. Really nice. Fun in the sun. Isn't that cute? I think it's so pretty. All right, another sterling bracelet is this one here. This one has more lapis lazuli and turquoise. This is a nice sterling piece. It is not Mexican. It's got another mark. Very nice oval shape. And the mark on it is Ster, S-T-E-R. And then it has a design that honestly reminds me of the Pierre Cardin P. You know how he had that P in his designs? I'm not saying it is. I'm saying that's what it looks like. But it has that, and then it has copyright 90 It looks like copyright 98 or '08. I'll show it to you up close because I could be reading it completely wrong, but that's the mark there. You let me know what you see. Really a nice bracelet. Deep blue lapis lazuli on this. And turquoise. Gorgeous. And very secure clasp as well. Hook, rather. And I'll do this one for a buy now of $60. Buy now $60. And I love a comfortable oval. Really, you can sleep in these. Okay. I love the combo on that color play. Is really pretty. And this one should fit. Average wrist size as well because it goes on the widest diameter here is 2 5/8. Let me slip it on. Let me put it over here on this side. No, let me put it over here with the silver. So many bracelets, so little time. That's why I'm here. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I think it's so pretty. Pop of blue. Pop of blue and a little denim. There you go. Okay, so I think I gave you the price on that. I have another fabulous pendant here. This is an Ankh, sterling silver, mark sterling there. Or is it 925? Let me see. Size of the bracelet. It's pretty average. Pretty average. Let me show it to you on the ruler. I think it should fit even up to a 7.5. An 8 would probably be pushing it a little. But yeah, it actually the biggest diameter is 2.5. 2.5. So that usually means 7 1/4 to 7.5 would be very comfortable. Okay, here is where it goes. Right? 2.5. Well, because it's a thick sterling. 2 5/8 where it's actually touching. Okay. So you're right there. Okay. So it's a pretty accommodating bracelet. I would say a 7 to maybe even 8, but 8 would be, see, like I can put still a finger comfortably, 2 fingers. If you wore an 8, it'd probably be tight. But 7.5, it would be fine. 7, it would still be fine. It wouldn't fall too much either. Okay. All right, and I have the Ankh I was going to show you. I am so distressed because when my husband and I were dating, he bought me the most beautiful 14 karat gold Ankh. We were just shopping around the mall, and you know how when you're courting, they're pretty nice to you. He bought me a beautiful 14 karat gold Ankh about this size, and I cannot find it. I cannot find it to save my life. I have torn up my jewelry room and my boxes and boxes, and I cannot find it, and I'm so upset. And he's like, you'll find it. I don't know. But anyway, this reminds me of it. But mine was gold, and it's hammered, and it was so pretty. All right, this beautiful Ankh is 1 1/4. I know, Miss Becky, it's just awful. Okay, I can't read the mark on this. It almost looks like an Arabic mark, but it has been tested. It is sterling. It looks like a foreign script, or not English, because I see like little moon-looking squiggles. You probably can't see it. But anyway, let's do the pendant for $22. $22 buy now. Beautiful. Not too big, just a nice little onk. $22 buy now. Any interest on that? We did a lot of sterling. I'm going to bring you some costume if you're interested as well. So I do have a lot of jewelry pulled out here to show you before we call it a night. I'm glad I started a little earlier than last time. Okay. And again, most of these prices will hold, so please be sure and contact me if you're popping in late. Look at this wonderful modernist piece. This is a gorgeous blue topaz. First of all, emerald cut. I mean, you just cannot beat that. So pretty. So amazing. It's going to fit a lot. This is a small bust, so you can't really justify the fit on this, but it is really gorgeous. Look at the color on that. And I'm going to do the pendant, but look how nice it looks with that big, thick bail on an omega. I'll do the pendant for $55, excuse me. $55. And that is a nice pendant. It's nothing to sneeze at. Let's see what it goes to. It is 7/8 of an inch, so almost an inch there. 7/8 of an inch on the width. It drops to 1 inch. Oh, it's still telling me it has low power mode. I don't know why. Any interest on the beautiful blue topaz? I really love this piece. Let me just wear it just like that tomorrow. I look at these things. This is why the prices fluctuate too, because I fall in love with them and then I don't want to sell them or they don't come back. Thank you, Patricia. Patricia always knows what I love. And I'm like pinging to part, but I need to part with the jewelry. I really do. Maybe that way I can find my 14 karat gold onk if I don't have as much to look through. Beautiful pendant, it really is. You're going to love that. I love the modernist design. I love the emerald cut. That one's yours, Miss Patricia. Thank you. All right. What else do we have? We have another wonderful little pendant. I don't know why the O design is really, really popular. I'm not sure what the symbolism is, but I know Tiffany and Company, Elsa Peretti put out an O necklace, and I just see that design quite a bit. I don't know what it symbolizes. I'll have to look it up. But here's a simple O or a ring pendant. I did put it on a shiny herringbone, so let me know if you want the herringbone. I'll add the price to it. But on this pretty little pendant, I will do for $22. $22. It's really pretty. It's also a really nice starting point to layer. Like you could, it's going to fit more like right there. Because this is a very small bust. $22 sterling silver. Very nice bail on that too. And this ring is a tad under an inch. 15/16 of an inch. Perfect. It's nice and hefty too. This is a nice hefty piece of sterling. $22. Okay. Looks good on that little shiny herringbone. I will do the herringbone since I have it here showing. Let me measure it. And again, I have some chain buyers that have been contacting contacting me, so I'm trying to show the chains that I have as well, so they will know if they watch it later. This one is 16 inches. So she was looking for 20, but anyway, this is a vintage herringbone. Really beautiful to layer when you're wearing chains or other pendants, and then just kind of frame it with a lot of pretty chains. Look how pretty. I'll do this one for $32. Buy now, $32 on the herringbone. 16-inch chain. Okay. I'm going to move this little tray. I also showed a really nice torque there. You saw that. The copper bracelet. Let me know if any of that interests you later. Okay. Let's look at some bracelets now. We haven't seen any big bangles, and this is a big collection here in a box. Let's see what we have. Okay, I have a fabulous snake. Very hefty. Silver plated, black rhinestones. Look how pretty that looks. I like the way it comes down if you're into the Cleopatra look. I'll do this for a buy now of $20. Buy now $20 on the clamper snake. Let me take off the crystal I showed earlier. And again, it's a clamper. It should fit, I would say, up to a 7.5. Great condition. If you like the exotic, the unique, really cool. $20. Here's a wonderful piece of sodalite. That'd be a nice harvest if you're a metalsmith at all. But it's a great look as well. It's kind of what they call a little sweater cuff. That is a genuine gem there. And this is a gold clad. It is costume. I'll do a buy now of $24 on this one. That's really pretty sodalite. Looks like the sky. $24 on a sodalite. Thank you, everyone who's here. Again, if I'll just go over a little bit on how we pay here. I need you to fill out the form, the Google form that's pinned to the top. Please fill that out if you would. If you haven't and I don't have your information. If you've done it once, that's enough. Don't worry about it. But that way I can bill you through a PayPal invoice. That will prompt you to pay with a credit card or with PayPal. Not a problem either way. Your choice, but I have to know your email address. So where it's asking for the address, it's really the email address that I want. It'll say that. Some people misinterpreted it. Look at this beautiful vintage crystal memory coil. Is she not gorgeous? Hey, Kitty. How are you, Miss Mary? Oh, I love this blue. I wore sparkles today. My granddaughter really loved them. I was wearing sparkly earrings and a glitter shirt. A University of Texas Longhorn long sleeve shirt with silver bedazzles on it, and she loved it. She was touching it. I really caught her attention. It is never a wrong day for sparkles, y'all. I'm going to do this one for $22. Buy now. Beautiful blue crystals. That wonderful sky blue. $22 on this one. And it is a memory coil. Every day is a good day to sparkle. Right? What do you think? I think so. All right. Then I have this one. Oh, this one is so pretty. This is a little, I don't know, just a little fun. Look at that. We have the little marquee, pink, 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 and opaline. Just gorgeous. It definitely does. Definitely does set the mood. Now this is a larger bracelet. You can actually, of course, adjust it once you get it on, but if you wear an 8 to an 8.5, you don't have to adjust it too much. Isn't that pretty? This is opaline glass on here, or opalescent glass if we want to get technical, because people get technical. People have to be the smartest person in the room. I don't know why. I've gotten over that. I'm past that era. I don't need to be the smartest person or the one that knows every name for everything. It is costume jewelry. I'll do this one for a buy now of $16. Buy now, $16. Great condition, too. She is really in pretty condition. Don't you love all that pink together? Pink, 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 pink. And then sort of an opaline, opalescent, opalite glass. And beautiful cuts. Emerald. What's that other term for the marquee cut? Oh, I love it so much. Pear, round, and then again another marquee. There's another fancier name for them. I forget. All right. Then we have this beautiful mother pearl. Lovely turquoise color. Glitterama all around. Great cuff. Great cuff for stacking. Again, these are very malleable. They are really, really conforming, friendly. And this beautiful blue with snakeskin, glitter, and a genuine shell, mother of pearl shell there. I'll do it for a buy now of $18. $18 on this one. Then I have some Sweetheart. These are quite collectible. Sweetheart bracelets. Sweetheart bracelets. I have one with the lucky charm here. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, this reminds me of a 1928. I love their panel bracelets. But it is not, I think it's earlier than that, and it actually has a mark here. Let's see what it says. Isn't it pretty? This one says Caroline. Copyright Caroline. And it's got the perfect little lucky clover there. And I will do her for a buy now of $22. Look how perfect that finish is on that. $22 buy now. This is another wonderful Sweetheart bracelet. This one has rhinestones. It is ready for engraving. Some scratches on it, of course. It is old. But look at that fabulous bracelet. These are very collectible as well. I love the flexibility of this. It is so butter soft, truly. You could put your initial on there, your name, your mother's name, your daughter's name, granddaughter, whatever your preference. So pretty. And I'll do this Sweetheart bracelet. Oh, I'm so afraid of losing power, y'all. If I lose power, I'll try to come back. If not, I'll see you next week. But I appreciate it because it keeps telling me I have low power. I don't know how because I am plugged in. The Sweetheart bracelet, I'll do a buy now of $82. $82. And we all know these are very, very collectible. But you never see them in such good condition. Again, very slight little surface scratches there. But if you get that engraved, they'll polish that right up. Okay, do I have any comments? All right, let's put the Sweetheart bracelets away. Thanks for the thumbs up, everyone. I really do appreciate it. Here is a great little bold gold piece. Rhinestones are all intact. These are great. These are honestly substantial, but I think an intricate piece for anyone. There's a clamper. Because once you put on a nice bracelet, sometimes even the bracelet will do. Just the bracelet, make it the focal point, and then maybe a black sheath dress or something, and maybe a brooch, or some simple pearls, or just some diamond studs or rhinestone studs, and it really, really elevates your outfit. Oval as well. I'll do a buy now of $20 on this one. Buy now, $20. Great condition on this one. I'm surprised it's not signed because it's very well made. No color loss or anything on this. $20 on this. All right. Now I have an amazing fossilized coral with crystals, sterling findings, all about. These are cubes. Just beautiful. Can you see that rainbow in there? This is so pretty. Look at those beautiful beads. Definitely Balinese style. Just gorgeous. This is a beautiful bracelet. And this is a little on the larger side as well. Because it's chunky, I think it even measures to an 8. But let me try it on real quick so I can show you how it looks. See, so I think even an 8, it won't fall off of me, and I wear a 7 1/4. But isn't that a beautiful piece? The fossilized coral. I'll do this one for a buy now of $62. Sterling silver, crystal, and fossilized coral. Oversized toggle as well, which is nice because they're easy to put on. And it looks like it's very secure, so it won't be falling on you. You have to almost go to the other, like you can't just come out right here. You have to go over here to come in and out of it. Okay, and let me see what it measures. The cubes, oh my gosh, they take my breath away, honestly. Okay, it actually goes to 8 3/4. So it's definitely good for a size 8. 7 1/2 to 8. And I was wearing it, and I wear 7 1/4. So I would wear it to see it doesn't fall off. I can't put it on without taking it, without opening it. Alexis, thanks for being here from Pittsburgh. Appreciate you popping in. All right, so that's a nice bracelet. Here is some rhodonite and rhodochrosite and rose quartz on a stretch. Still nice and taut. Really pretty. I'll do this one for $32. Beautiful colors. Look at that rhodonite. The rhodonite is the one that has the black. Rhodochrosite has more of the pink. And then there's the rose quartz. Again, always just roll off your stretchies. You don't want to wear them down. Okay, so that was a buy now. What did I say? 32 on this one. Gems. All about here. Rhodonite, rhodochrosite, and rose quartz. Nice big ones too. Really pretty. Lots of beautiful matrix on these. Okay. Here is a Brahmin, the handbag fame. So these are wonderful snake skin, exotic skins here. Thank you again, everyone who's new here. Here is their signature. This is a nice hefty piece. Beautiful. This one you actually have to press down to open, but it snaps very secure. You just press it down a bit. to get that on or off. And again, this is Brahmin with wonderful exotic designs. And I will do this one for a buy now of $44. This is sort of a cream eggshell enameling. $44, buy now, very heavy, substantial feeling, wonderful. Wonderful piece. All right, I think I have some tennis bracelets here in sterling. This is beautiful. Oh, look at those beautiful. Those look like diamonds. Sometimes the CZs are kind of obvious. These look really good. Look at this piece. It's got your double latched clasp. And oh, that poor doggy has a cough. Can y'all hear him? I just heard that right now. This goes to 7.5. Of course, it's 7.25 when it is closed. All of the CZs are here. But again, these are so well made. They literally look like diamonds. And it's very hefty in construction. Really, really pretty. Sterling silver. Just gorgeous. There's the mark there. Hope you can see it. Let me bring it up close. This looks like it's a 7.5 too. There we go. 925 is the mark on it. I'm making sure every stone is it's like an S shape, or like that open heart that who is that lady? That celebrity, I forget her name. She did for one of the jewelry stores. I think she called her design open heart. That's kind of what it looks like, or a little S. So it is a CZ bracelet in sterling. It's beautiful. It's very hefty, and it, again, 7.5 is where it goes to. Pretty much a standard size when you close it. It should fit 7.25 to 7.5. Boy, my little screen is losing its way. Tipping over on me. I'm going to let you see what it weighs because it's very substantial. It is 14 grams. 14 grams, and I'm going to do it for a buy now of $58. $58 buy now. Beautiful sterling CZ tennis bracelet that really looks like diamonds. I mean, I'm not kidding. Not exaggerating. This is beautiful and very solid. Any interest on the tennis bracelet? It is really pretty. Let's see if I can put that on so you can see that. See, and this is something you wear pretty much every day, your everyday wardrobe. It just plays really well with your other bracelets. Jane Seymour, yes. Could not think of her name. I always get her mixed up, honestly, with Crystal Gale, the singer. I don't know why. I picture them and they almost have a similar look to me. They're so beautiful women. All right, here it is. See, it's just a great stacker for every day. All right, so we're going to pass on that. Again, I just want to get through the bracelets. Here's a fabulous piece, copper as well. And this one is marked I believe it's just marked pure copper on the inside. But it's a very nice copper. And it does have a little logo next to it. It looks like it says 1281 or 1881. Or maybe it's just a scribble. But it's right there. Can't hardly see it. Beautiful piece. Very nice cuff with the Kachinas and the Thunderbird there. And look at that. This is substantial. If you like copper, this is a really nice one. And I will do this for a buy now $50. Buy now $50. This is vintage. Very, very vintage. $50 buy now on this one. Okay. Another beautiful copper piece. This one, I believe it's a Renoir. I don't see a mark on it. It does also remind me of the Rebecca's style with that little curl at the end there. And this one has that nice little chevron tip there. I'll do this for a buy now $44. This is a very average size as well. This one's a little bigger, but it could be adjusted. Once you get it on, you know, copper's a little heavier than sterling as far as malleability, from, in my opinion, my experience, but it would definitely fit as well. All right, so this one was 44, the other one was 50. Really good piece there. All right, I don't think you guys like the bracelets so far, but I gotta show them to you. Here is sort of a Whiting and Davis style. Not sure what it is. Actually, it is missing the security chain, but it's beautiful, still in good condition. Really a nice Victorian look to this one. Isn't that pretty? I'll do this one for a buy now of $15. Buy now, 15. Can you see that wonderful chasing there? Just gorgeous. Thank you, Miss Patricia. I think she's pretty. Really nice. That one is yours at 15. And then here's a really fun piece. Lots of sparkle on this clamper. Believe these are acrylic at the top and the others are rhinestone. Just a nice piece. Lots of metal fabrication to imitate sort of an illusion setting for the stones, you know. Really cool. Look at that. I'll do this one for a buy now of 20. She's gorgeous. I love the citrine. That's why I love those earrings. But those John Hardy earrings, but they're a little heavy for me. Look at that. Oh, pretty. $20 on this one. Again, the bracelet can speak, honestly. You don't need to wear a whole bunch of anything when you have a statement bracelet. You really don't. Because it's constantly shown when you're speaking. I mean, just like a necklace, but not only that, but you can be looking at it yourself. You can enjoy it. Here's a little fun twist magnetic closure on this. And just some beads that kind of twist around, champagne colors there. We'll do this one for a buy now of $10. She's just pretty. So you want to add a little sparkle that night. Slip on some champagne sparkle here. Pretty colors, sort of a blush, ballet pink colors. And then that wonderful little ball of sparkle there. Okay. I think, is this a Heidi Doss? This is a Heidi Doss. She's gorgeous too. Looks like 20 people are watching. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I know this channel is in its infancy and I don't have a set schedule. I really just kind of try to make it by Sundays. Some days I have a lot to do and I'm trying to do everything at once and can't get it done, so I'll show up at 8 o'clock. Some days I'm like gung-ho, let's do it at 11. And then sometimes it's just, hey, you know what? 4 o'clock sounds good. All right, so we do have our Heidi Doss mark. We have purple citrine and sort of a Madeira garnet look. Is it Madeira garnet? That orangey, beautiful color. These are wonderful crystals. I am told it is all Swarovski crystals from Heidi Doss. There's her signature there. And always in that wonderful brushed finish brass. Pretty typical size here as well. Now it does fall a little low, so I would say even a 7.5 could wear that. Greetings from Houston, neighbor. Howdy, how are you? Miss Brenda Chavez, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Isn't she beautiful? Oh, Heidi Doss just does it. You know what I never see, rarely, is her rings, but I love her designs. And this one I'm going to do for a buy now of $58. Heidi Doss, $58. Gorgeous in that purple, sort of an amethyst purple, citrine green, and sort of a Madeira garnet there in that rich, oh my gosh, that pumpkin orangey color there in the middle. And it's a very secure clasp there as well. Whoops. So that's the Heidi. And a very comfortable fit too on this one. Really a nice fit. She's a nice, I'm telling you, I think even a 7.5, 8 would be comfortable with this. Because it is going to 2 3/4. So that's a little on the larger end. Usually 2.5 is what we consider a 7 1/4. You know, I got to ask you guys a question because this has troubled me for a very long time. I measure bracelets by their diameter, right? You can measure them on a ruler. You measure it this way. Usually 2.5 is the 7 1/4. Right? And so I say I wear 7 1/4 in a bracelet when I'm shopping, you know, online, whatever, with live auctions and everything. Again, this one is longer than 2.5. But I hear people say, I'm a 6.5. I'm a 7. But I feel like they're measuring their wrist. And that is not the same thing. Let me know in the comments below if you're watching now or later. What do you opine? What do you believe you do, others do, and which do you think is right? I just feel like standard jewelry practices when you shop from a catalog, it'll say 7 1/4. And it doesn't mean that your wrist is 7 1/4. It means the bracelet is 7 1/4. So that's what I don't understand. I feel like many times I actually lose out, and many people may lose out on selling, but I don't purchase it because I don't feel that that is accurate. And or they'll say measure your wrist with the, with a tape, and no, that's not how it's done. It's the bracelet that needs to be measured. You know what I mean? You understand? I'm just posing it out there. All right, you guys got the price on the Heidi. Let me know if you see it later and you need it. I'm putting her back in her little plastic bag. Bangles are the hardest for you to decide. Exactly. But I feel that many sellers are getting it wrong. I really, really do. Because they will say, I'm a 6.5. You know I'm a 7. You know I'm a 6.5. Yet they're wearing bracelets that when they put them on the ruler, they're going to the 2.5 mark, which is a 7 1/4 bracelet. So I just have a contention with that. I really feel that that is misinformation, not purposely, not maliciously. There's nothing maleficent, whatever that word is. ill intent about it. It's just ignorance, in my opinion, and ignorance by not knowing. Not that you're, innately incapable, but I just think that's kind of the way things have been going for some reason. And I fear that we lose out on buying and lose out on selling when people don't know how to do it. Exactly. The bracelet needs to be bigger. So that's why I don't understand when people say, well, my wrist is a 6.5 and measure your wrist. No, it's not the wrist you need to measure. It's the bracelet. So here's a gorgeous bracelet. I adore this. This is measuring on the ruler at just about 8 inches, 7 7/8, and that includes the big lobster claw. But when you put this on, it's going to fit me and you and a lot of other people. This is sterling, but it is gold washed. But it is in an antique gold wash. It's really beautiful. And it's little rings. I love it. I think it's so unique. And here goes my screen again, going crooked. Yeah, so it's really, and I just want to scream at the, but like I said before, I play the role of the smartest kid in the room. I don't want to do that anymore. I just let people decide what they want to decide, sell how they want to sell, and they can figure it out. But that's my contention, honestly. It's like, no, don't measure your wrist, because that's not going to tell you. All right, yeah, this is Danecraft. No, it's Italy. 925 Italy, and it's not Danecraft. I can't read the name, but it's made in Italy. Here's the swing tag. I'll let you look at it. Maybe you can read it. It's like in script there. See it there? I almost want to say Guggenheim. It's got like a long name. But regardless, it's really a pretty bracelet. Can y'all see it? Let me know if you can read it. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, it's just rings and rings and rings. Exactly. Exactly. So, yeah, someone needs to straighten that out. Because it is not, and I was like, you cannot be a 6. My daughter's, her wrist is small. My youngest daughter, she would wear, her bracelets have to be 6.5, 7, or they don't fit her. And I've never measured her wrist, but her wrist is substantially smaller than mine. Mine's considered average. So I just don't see how anybody can say, I'm a 6.5. I don't think so. It just doesn't seem plausible, but who knows? Anyway, this is a gorgeous bracelet, sterling silver. All of these rings are complete, okay? They are entwined in each other, so there's no soldering going on. Just beautiful, and I'll do her for $60. She's amazing. Sterling silver. Antique gold wash finish on that. $60. Just beautiful.